So I think we can ask Julio whether he can do a shot with you here in that scene already.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're 5 minutes away. Typical producer, they're always rushing you. You know, I'm ready when I'm ready. Okay?
That's true. That's what I was asking.
Okay. No, that's good. Right? Okay. So here's the idea. We're trying to set a mood, okay? We're saying that the little boy misses his family, that he's looking at their picture and thinking about them, and then he has this idea. He sets the picture down. He's going to do something nice. He's going to walk over, pick an ornament, think about his family, and put the ornament on the tree. And if that happens, I'm going to give this kid $50. Okay. Okay, so the idea, my friend, is I'd like to start. Now, there's a light over here which I like. So we don't want to start with this in the shot. So we're going to take advantage and be low. And then slowly come up. At that point, he's going to lay the picture down. You're going to come around. He's going to walk over. You're going to have a profile of him. Then he's going to go over there, pick up an ornament. We're going to cross here and make a shadow. So I'm going to ask my gaffer to dim that light as we're walking over so that we don't make a camera shadow, right? Then he's going to come across here. He's going to stand up, put the ornament on the tree, and we take advantage of the height so that we get a perspective from higher up on the little boy. Okay? So let's see how this goes. What lens do you have on, by the way?
Well, 25 on.
Oh, that's way too wide. So
what did you like?
We have to change the lens. In order to be personal, I think we should be something like 40. What's that, 40?
There's a 40 or 47.
Yeah, let's try that.
Sure.
Let's put that on. That'll be a more personal lens so that we get a nice feeling when we're close on a little boy. It's very important not to be too distant, and we'll see how it works. This is sort of an intermediate lens that on spherical it would be near like a 27 to 32 range. So we're going to discover this together. It may be a little bit too wide, we don't know, but we're going to try this out. While he's changing the lens, what I've done is we created a sunlight. So now the general direction of lighting is from the sun coming this way. Candles are still on. I'm not sure about those. We should probably blow them out because it kind of goes against daytime. So let's go ahead and blow out those candles. We'll leave the other ones just for fun. We're saying that the sunlight came in, it hit here, and we're saying that the same sunlight is doing this. The color temperature right now of this light is a little too cool, so we're gonna match them. You think what, a quarter straw or half straw? Half, okay. So we're gonna go with half straw so that it feels like the same light, same direction. If the sun's over there, this is not sun, but it's also level. So this window would have a softer ambient light, which would also be a little cooler. If it's not the sunlight proper, we should probably dial this a little bit on the cooler side. Cooler. Let's go cooler because we're saying that the sun came from there and this is skylight. And skylight is usually cooler than sunlight, right? Yeah? And if you're in Hawaii, the blue in the sky is so blue that it'll blow your mind. You really have to check your color temperature meter because all of a sudden it's like 7,000 Kelvin outdoors because of the amount of blue that's in the atmosphere in Hawaii. So that's for your Hawaii project. Yeah, you can do that. So Berhard, he's suggesting that this feels too evenly lit, and I agree with him. It just feels a little bland. So what we're going to do is tilt it down so it feels more like there's some building next door, and it's not uninterrupted, this light. And once he makes it cooler, it'll make a lot more sense. Now, as you can see, these windows are horrible. They're poly, so they're scratched up, And on a big screen, you would see that, and that would be bad. So the two options in a situation like this, which is kind of tragic, if all of a sudden you have the scene blocked and you have that as your background, the answer to that problem would be to pull those windows out. And after a few minutes of getting your mind around it, you really would not notice that there's no glass on those windows. So keep that in mind. If you're working on a film set, you make those windows pivotable. You make them to be able to tilt. When the production designer and the art department, you say, oh, can I have windows that gimbal a little bit? So then when you put your lights up, you can angle it a little bit and get rid of your reflection. So because of today, we're just going to go with it. And if we really hate it, then we close the curtain a little more. But if we do that, it minimizes some of the skip bounce light here, which we like. And this direction of light, this feels very natural, right? To the point where we could cancel these things. Let's say that the house lights are not on. It'll help make it a little moodier. So let's do a little run through. Excuse me, my friend, you're in my key light. I'm going to kick your ass. Okay. And you're allowed to say that when you're a cameraman. It's legal in the union. Okay. So let's start with the lens right here and see what happens. Okay. Come in a little bit closer. Come in right in there. Okay. That's pretty nice. Okay. So we're going to tell him that we're going to do this, and let's see what happens, okay? So when I say 3, tell him to go. All right? Excuse me a second. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Get closer, 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 and closer, and closer. Okay, now pivot. Yeah, and let him go. It's kind of nice, right? It's kind of a nice shot. It's got some feeling to it. Suggestions. How do we make this shot better? Anybody? Is there a way to make it better? Should we try to see when he sets the picture, should we try to see that it was a picture, so he was looking at a picture? That could be better, right? Let's try that. Okay. Yeah. So then we start close, and then do a little meaningful pullback, and then try to read that he's setting down his mother's picture here. Even if you have to leave him for a second, go for the picture, and then come back up to him. And the only thing I think we can do better is when you make your cross here, just commit to go and go a little bit faster so that we get there a little before he does. I think that might be better. Okay. Okay, one more rehearsal, okay? Get in a little closer. Let's, yeah, now we're cooking. Okay. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3. And cut. Okay, good. Hey, let's go. Let's change the lens. Let's go a little bit wider on the lens. I think it's going to be better. Let's go to whatever lens is wider. The focus puller is like, oh my God, I had my marks on this lens.
We used to change this. 35.
Yeah?
Okay.
Cool. All right, that's going to be nice. Now, can you tell him when he sets the picture down to take a little longer when he puts it down, to have him look at it for a little bit longer before he walks over? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to do it for you, okay? So tell him that I'm going to imitate what he should do, right? So he's got the picture, and then he looks at it, and then he puts it down, and then stand there for a second, looking. Oh, tell him, I miss my mom, I miss her. Spend a little time here, and then do the same thing he did.
You good?
Yeah, just lining up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, we don't see him. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. And you guys keep an eye out for camera shadows. Let's see if we see any camera shadows. And Berhard, someone should stand here with a flag, and as soon as a boy stands up and starts to go, just block this light, okay? That way we're sure that there's no camera shadows when he crosses, because that's a tricky move for him. Now, at this point, I might ask him, do you think there's anything better we can do? No. What we're trying to do, just so you know, is for you to commit to go back and then go back enough to see the picture. Yeah, so that we have a moment with the picture, even if you have to leave him.
Something like come back to here with this kind of frame.
I think you can be closer, but tilt down to the picture. See, the picture is going to be right here. So we want to have a moment with the picture. He's going to delay, and that should give you time to do that. So let me see this for a second, Sweet Pea. Okay, let's try to get a frame that we're going for on the picture. You want to see it? Yeah, there you go. So now that'll be nice. And then he'll be walking around, and then you just leave that and commit to going for him after that. Okay, let's try it. Can you tell him he's doing a great job? Yeah? Okay. Ready, Freddie? Okay. And just get a little bit closer, brother. Just a little closer. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's start like that. Now, as I'm watching here, I'm seeing that the outside looks a little bit brutal. So let's minimize. Let's go down on dimmer on the sun by about 20%, something like that. How are we at this point? I would check with my friend here and ask him, how are we doing on the stop? Because he's going to be writing the stop a little bit because I'm starting much darker and then it gets brighter, right?
Yeah. So
what are you doing?
So I'm at 2.5 ish to start, and then when he passes by the window and it gets brighter, I'm down to a 4 1/3, and then as we get to the tree and it's dark again, I'm back towards 2.8 1/3 or so.
Perfect. See, this is why you hire him. He's awesome. I can't afford him, but other people can hire him.
You can.
Okay, ready? One final rehearsal, okay? Okay, so here we go, guys. Get a little closer at the beginning, a little more. And I'm going to say and action, and you go on and, okay? Okay, ready, guys? So 1, 2, 3, and action. And coming up, tilt up. There you go. Ah. And cut. Almost. We just had a little bump with, because it's hard to maneuver this big rig around the couch, you know? Do you want us to move the chair? Just be more aware. Yeah? Okay, perfect. But all of the sizes now feel better, right? Feels like it's got more of a feeling to it? Okay. And now we just put a little music to it in your head, and everything's going to be like, and everything's going to be like a dance. Okay, ready, everybody? Ready? All righty. And, okay, 1, 2, 3, and. And cut. Very nice. Awesome. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I think we got it. What do you think? Yeah? Seem to be in focus. We're going to check it. And beautiful. Let's move on because we've got other fun things to do here.